What is up, everybody? I've been playing non-stop Dawn of War 2. The new Necron champion just came out for the last stand, and I've been grinding away trying to get him to max level, and it has been frustrating at low levels, but once you get him past level 7, he is a blast. I'm just going through some of the items, as you can see. Lance of Annihilation here, Staff of the Pharaon, I'm just going through them. But currently equipped, I have the Void Reaper, and that's been my main weapon throughout most of this. It has a pretty good attack speed, as you can see, 30 damage per second right there. It has health regeneration, armor bane, unshakable, fearless, all the good stuff. So as I am going through all the gear lists just for you guys to see really quick, I will come back when I actually get on my own gear set. So here we go. So here we go, the Void Reaper. It is very powerful. We got the Diadem of Reanimation, gives me reanimation protocols. What other Necron, is good without it. Glyph of the Living Metal, 90 health, 3 health regeneration. The Glyph of the Implacable, 100 armor rating. And then we have the Phylactery. It grants Impervious, which is when you take a fatal blow, it regenerates all your health and gives you bonus armor. And then, Raiment of the Nightbringer. This is what summons the Nightbringer, the most ultimate weapon the Necron has at its disposal. And that is primarily what this video is to show you, is the Nightbringer. Here we are, the Anvil of Khorne. This is probably the best way to level up the Necron, because once you get the wave 16 on the Bloodied Colosseum, well... the NPC Necrons are a lot smarter than some of the randoms that you have to queue up with. So let us get into this game. Here we go. So, a game full of Necrons, as you can see. It's pretty ridiculous. We're facing off against some heretics right now. And this build that I have going is called the Auto Attack build. And throughout this entire video, you will see why. Literally all I do is auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. With the armor rating, which is 100, so you're over 200 armor easily. It gives you like, what, 67, 69% damage negation, I suppose. I like to capture the points, not because of score, but because sometimes it will save you. Say like a squad notices it of the NPCs, they'll randomly go for it instead of you. It's quite nice, but sometimes it could be annoying if you're chasing down the last bit of enemies. I have to say the Wraith guards, they are a gorgeous enemy and I love them. Boom. Now, with the Void Reaper, I can normally one-hit everything, except for Space Marines, the Wraith Guard, But if you choose to take the item of whichever it is that gives you combat mastery, that pretty much guarantees a one-hit on all basic units, even the Space Marines. You might have to two-hit the Faith card, I'm not too sure. But you know, auto-attack, auto-attack, auto-attack. Now in this video, you'll see the Necron do the jump up and slam down attack. That's an AoE attack that he has. And I'm pretty sure that it kills whatever is left in the squad if it's just basic units. Otherwise it will just send back others that fly. Ravagers. Gotta hate them, right? Now, I do have to say, during most of this, and as you can tell, one of our teammates has already dropped out, probably due to lag or something. So either way, what you're about to see is a two-man Anvil of Khorne. Sadly enough, we only get up to wave 19. I mean, which is pretty good for a two-man, I think, but we get up to wave 19, almost to wave 20. But you will soon see the Nightbringer. I do have to say that I think that Sega has followed along with the new Necron Codex, because I made Necrons in the tabletop, and I have to say they are quite powerful now. I wouldn't say maybe the most overpowered race currently. I mean, obviously, if you play them wrong, or if you build them wrong, they could be destroyed, but some of their abilities, some of their gear, it just seems like they've become super OP. And I think Sega has followed along in that, because the Necron Overlord now is kind of unbeatable once you get him past, I don't know, say level 10. The green shield that you see around me, that is the phylactery, and that is what makes it that if I take a fatal blow, it will regen all of my health and give me a huge armor buff. It has a fairly short cooldown, I would say probably 45 seconds. I haven't actually timed it, but 45 seconds seems about right. And then I do have the reanimation protocols, and that's just a constant. If you go down, you will get up in about 10 seconds. And as long as one of your teammates is alive, and you know they're up and running, then you will get back up and rejoin the fight. But if all of your teammates die and then you get up, the game still ends. Which is, you know, kind of sad face, but it's that. This is where I test out the Nightbringer. Here we go. I just cast it on the swarm of Imperial Guard and it just destroys them. Boom. This Nightbringer saves us so many times in this game. This game also, if you watch it through or you just skip through, you'll see why that, you know, the Necron is probably the most overpowered champion right now. This is just two of us. Imagine if there was three actual good, non-dropped out Necron players. As you can see, this armor rating is so good. I just take no damage, and currently, with everything equipped, I have 6.5 health regen a second, I believe. And as you can see, my health is just going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Imperial Guard to the slaughter. Something I have to say about the Void Reaper is as I was mentioning in the gear list, it attacks alright. I mean, you know, the attack rate's 1.1 second. Mostly all of the melee weapons that the Necron Overlord gets has like a 3 second, you know, 2.5 to 3 second cooldown for a basic attack, which honestly I don't like because speed is good. I seriously want Sega to add more heroes. Honestly, I've always thought that the Mech Boy was alright, but I would much rather prefer a War Boss. You know, just get that huge tankety tank. That'd be nice to have. Oh my gosh. These warriors, these ranged warriors, you can one-shot Void Reaper, no problem. Dreadnoughts. They die so easily with these Necrons. And I decided to throw another Nightbringer down because this is one of the other parts, or one of the first parts, where we almost lose. But it clears them out quite nicely. I revived them. There's something that I've noticed about when you play ranged Necron with one of the staffs that shoot the necrotic orbs, or the Goss weaponry, I suppose. When you get suppressed, you don't shoot. Which is, well, I mean, I don't know if that's normal. I've never had that happen to me in these games, but I don't know if that's just something, a bug, perhaps? I'm not too sure.
Hammer of the Emperor! Attack!
Stormtroopers. Oh, Stormtroopers. Oh, poor Imperial Guard. Even the Catechins get caught up.
victim! You're gonna lose! Showdown, boys!
Sweep through them like a scythe through weeds.
Playing a Necron, they're not very good on mobility, as you can plainly tell from this video. But they are super powerful, they're super tanky, and this is where you'll find the most annoying enemies if you're playing a Necron, the warp spiders. They're pretty hard to keep up with. I mean, sometimes they'll, you know, be silly AI and warp right on top of each other, which makes it easy, but sometimes it takes anywhere from a minute to take an entire squad out. So here we are, having a little bit of trouble. Those warp spiders hurt. Luckily, I still have my phylactery, and I pulled down my Nightbringer, and I'm like, shit, run! So I run into the aid of the Nightbringer, and it just destroys everything. Then I revive. This level, or wave I should say, is probably the best wave to use the Nightbringer on. Literally every enemy that spawns is a melee unit, except for the Chaos Treads, but you know. Oh, here we go. So the heretics just get demolished the first attack. Finally use my entropic strike. I find that it doesn't do much against most enemies. It will suppress light enemies, like these heretics. If you use it on them, it will suppress them. But other than that, it doesn't do much. I mean, it's supposed to lower armor or strip all the armor off of things, but I usually just basic attack and that's it. If it does, it doesn't do that much extra damage. The zone throws, they're pretty easy. They're a good 2 to 3 hit kill, depending on what you're wearing, what gear you have on, you know, and if their shield is on or not.
Accept our dominion. Reap our malediction. Welcome to oblivion.
Target incoming. There is only the Emperor. He is our shield and fire upon us, and he shall return it. That's the enemy. Target incoming.
Those autocannon sounds, though. Where'd his body go? If you caught that. Wave 15. As I always say, Ogren wave is best wave. Wave 16 is mostly Stormboys. So I say, hey, you know what? This is a good place for a Nightbringer. And they just keep jumping into the area of effect. This battle wagon is really cool. But it's no match against the Void Reaper.
Let the power of the Eldar wipe our enemies away.
Wave 17 is the Wraith Guard, and then I'm pretty sure it's the Void Prism. I'm not really up to my Eldar knowledge, but I'm fairly certain on the grav tanks they're called Void Prisms. If anybody wants to, they can comment and correct me. The Avatar of Cain shows up. But again, 2 Necrons, 2 Void Reapers, no problem. Oh demons, how I hate you so. You deal so much damage. If you're not careful, these bloodletters will destroy you, as you can see them taking away at my health. Luckily I get a Nightbringer up in time, I revive my ally, and it is all good. Alright there, greater demon of Nurgle. What you're seeing now is the Tesseract Tomb. It is a AoE stun, and it is quite useful. And this is the wave that we lose on. But we go out with a goddamn good fight. This is wave 19. The Baneblade shows up. Oh, this tank. Baneblades. You know what I'm saying? And this is where you see the reanimation protocols. It has a timer on your down bar, and once it runs up, that's when you get up. You get up with about 30 to 40% health. Phylactery just saved me, but sadly this is where we die. And there's that beautiful, beautiful Baneblade. And that is the game. We made it to Wave 19 with just 2 of us. Thank you very much for watching, guys.